quick platform update. So, yes, with our draft, so we do our draft on Thursday night, which generally means all the lineups are out 2 days or a day before the games, which should be good. But yes, what we're hoping to do for the draft, for our platform, we're hoping to have up the ability to play the most basic version of the game that has eluded us for quite a while. And by that I mean you should be able to log on, create an account, create leagues, invite your friends. You should be able to...
Which you can do now, by the way.
Sorry, you can do that now. Very good. Add players to your team. You should be able to see all of your all the teams in your league. So add and remove players. Every week you'll be able to see your team and your players' scores. You'll be able to see your fixtures, so your fantasy team's fixtures for the season, and set those. And you'll be able to see the table. So, I mean, for Nelson, he doesn't even have to look at the table because he always knows where he is at the bottom. It's fine. But, for those of you who do move up and down. So we're hoping to have the basic functionality in place. It's going to be interesting with the stats coming in this week. The few challenges we'll face are things like, first of all, who are some of the new players in the force? So there'll be some new players. Also having two different rugby competitions, merging the stats in to getting the scores. So we're not just getting stats from one feed. But, look, we're super excited to kind of get a roll on. We've done a lot of the important infrastructure, a lot of the stuff you can't see in setting up this platform.
Yeah, I think
we should be able to.
It's a great opportunity. I think it's not really been done, a fantasy platform with a few different competitions going. We think there's going to be some positives coming out of it. I think it's just a great opportunity. There's no one else doing it at the moment. We've had a real buzz on social media. A lot of the guys from Fantasy Rugby TV, things hitting us up. So, I mean, on our end, we're really excited. Things are better than they've ever been for us. So I'm really, really excited to be able to release this and get people on board and keep building from there.
Yeah, probably the two bits of advice that I would have is, number one, bear with us is probably the most important one from our point of view. We have got Hugh working his ass off. He's an absolute legend, our website engineer. And, he's even put some extra time aside on his Sunday to try and fix a couple of little small issues that some of the managers that are involved on the website already have brought up. But he's busting ass to try and get this thing going as well as possible. My best advice would be just save your team lineups and things each week, just in case there is a problem with the website, because it definitely is a beta version rolling out as we go. We hope that there's no problems, and Hugh's a wizard, so he is very good at fixing some of those problems, but definitely back things up. And then the last thing is, we've been getting a few questions about some of the positioning questions for some of the players. And there's obviously, we've discussed a lot between the three of us, the fact that there is not a lot of extra players up for grabs for each manager when you've got 8 teams playing every week and 8 managers playing every week. So we're basically going to play people in the positions they are as of now. So the Aussies, wherever they get named, that's the position they are. For example, let's say Will Harrison, the Waratahs fly half, if they name him at inside centre, he's going to be a centre. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that would be a good example.
It won't happen.
Mitch Hunt. There's a good expectation that Mitch Hunt is going to be moved to fullback this week with Josh Ioane coming back in. Mitch Hunt becomes a fullback.
Spoiler alert.
Lock him in at fullback. Bowden Barrett, fullback. He's an outside back. He's not a 10, So definitely that's one of those things that we'll announce as late as possible, but expect it to be whatever position they're named in.
Yep.
Fantastic. No, that's a good update. And certainly get after us with your questions at Draft Rugby. We're loving them. And also, if you haven't checked it out, at Draft Rugby Dev as well, where Hugh constantly is providing development updates. So,